again.
Yeah, every time I mention role-playing werewolf, Julia's always like, "Oh, you mean Shitterwolf?"
What Shitterwolf? If I'm trying to remember, isn't he swole now and like bench pressing houses?
Yeah, he joined the CrossFit cult, so
Yeah.
that's where he is.
He's up doing CrossFit shit. Yeah.
CrossFit shit.
All right. Oh yeah, Thunfur is back in. Okay, cool. All right. So let me get started. So here, this is going to be the kind of a fun part about this, is because, and I didn't tell you this, Brian. I wouldn't say you're the storyteller, because you're not the story, but you, in character, you're telling the story. If that makes any sense.
Okay. Back in my day, we went into Black Spiral cairns and we liked it.
All right. So essentially, where we're going to take off on this is that Temperance and Ted Wyborn are, so it's kind of like two parties combining in this sense. So both of you who have spent long, I would say, weeks and months with each other. So to also put it another way, this is actually kind of there's three groups that are kind of tied together, which were three separate groups. So for instance, Caboose and what the heck's your name again? Caboose and Rupert Colkin. The two of you have been on missions together.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was having a hard time keeping track. Who's playing Rupert?
Ryan.
Rupert.
Yeah. He's the pack leader.
Okay. He's
the only rank 4. And then obviously Stoyan and Rhea, the two of you are very intimately know each other very well, obviously, because you've have a baby together, and she's pregnant with her second one.
Yeah.
And the two of you are only joined on this is to regain renown. You guys are unabashedly, fond of each other, and you kind of are fine with that, and you're still very much Shadow Lords and Black Fury, and to hell with anyone who thinks poorly of you two. And then of course Temperance and Ted, you two are the two second ranks in the group, and you have stumbled onto this serendipitously, joining this group. So as it comes, just to kind of remind some of you about Werewolf, is that packs can be formed as a mission, and packs can be formed, and then you're assigned a pack totem, or sometimes there's packs that are formed that are lifelong. This is one of these packs that are formed as, and as careers as a Geru, you can easily join scores of packs depending on what you want to do and depending on where your journey takes you. So just this particular moment, the 6 of you are together in a situation where you are you've been kind of given the task to retrieve a white howler and this happens once in a great while. I would say 1 in 1,000. There's a white howler born, a pure white howler born through Black Spiral Dancer Kinfolk. This just happens to be one of those times.
Barney, do you want to recap briefly what a white howler is? Okay,
so a white howler was basically, they were kind of like a cross between a Geta Fenris and a Silver Fang in a way. They were just completely honorable warriors. They were the Pictish. They were the Picts, basically. And they were I think it was the Welsh. I can't remember which one it was, Welsh or Scottish tribe.
I thought he was Scottish.
I think it was, yeah, if they were Pictish, yeah. And so they actually did the biggest sacrifice. They went in, basically they fell to the worm, killing the worm, and they fell to it, and now they are a worm infested Garu tribe, but they used to be one of the most honorable and courageous and pure of them all. So they're a fallen tribe. So
Thank you.
All right, and we are ready to start. So let me drag you guys over to the fun section. All right. So I got pictures just for reference for you guys in there below that. That's Rupert Colkin right there.
The thing with all the eyes?
No, right below that. There's a picture of Sag, the elk there. And then just for reference, that's Temperance. That was a picture we used. And just imagine these two being, these three are younger versions of these pictures.
Yeah, I just got to I just found where that was. I'm sorry, can you do that one more time? Because I didn't see anything you clicked on until just
Okay,
now.
this is you, but
Okay.
an older version of you. That's Rhea, an older version of Rhea. That's Stoyan. These are the three that are your legends. The legends that have joined you. This is Rupert Colkiln. And this is Temperance. This is Sag's mom.
Dale's fine ass.
Yeah, I was going to say that this will also not be the first time that I've ever played Aaron's character's bitch. So.
Oh, and so keep in mind too. So these 4 small pictures are not dying in this episode. So everything else is well, and of course Ted can't die either.
Yeah, Ted can't die. I can't die. So basically, Rupert's the only one gonna lose it.
Well, we don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. He's
Yeah,
we're a future story for.
Most of
we
us
should
are
go in
going
there
for
and
this.
just swinging.
When it's time for a heroic sacrifice.
Exactly. I'm going.
Well, I don't know if it's time for heroic sacrifice. I think anyone else should volunteer. Yeah, I'll just do it. Hey, came out fine. Good thunk.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and go ahead, Caboose, and tell your story.
No pressure. No pressure. See where. Let me. I've been trying to keep. Where's it at? God damn it!
Right.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared to do that.
So I figured since you're a professional author, I could just throw this shit at you anytime.
Yeah, you know, coming up with something off the top of my head verbally, as opposed to taking 2 years to write a book.
Yeah, seems simple.
Well, I mean, so you guys are in. Where is this at? It's basically kind of like outside of New York City. Basically, is around that area, towards Buffalo, like Erie. Actually, is probably where this is taking place.
What time of year?
It was fall, autumn.
What's the moon?
The moon is. If you guys are going into a black spiral, you guys, and since you kind of, I would probably say it's probably a full moon.
Would we want to go full moon or a Galliard moon? Because aren't most of us Galliards?
Yeah, we'll say Galliard moon, sure. And I would also point out that you guys are. It's at a spot where the atmosphere itself is. It's a burnt out harbor that's on a factory that's off of the on the shore of Lake Erie. It was a fire that burned pretty badly about 5 years prior, and it's been abandoned ever since. And there's just been some and you all know as Garo that this is kind of opened up into been taken over as a black spiral hive. And
So this is, just to be clear, this is back in the past, not.
This is back in the past. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm always one step behind. I'm sorry.
And so, if you want to go ahead and Rupert, as a pack leader, you just Caboose unceremoniously invited 2 rank 2s, a Galliard and a Thurge, to join you for this perceived honorific suicide mission. You go ahead.
I found us some kitties to put in the grinder.
All right. Well, I wasn't noticed about this, but the more the merrier. Are you willing to die for Gaia?
I'm certainly ready to die for Gaia.
All right. Welcome to the team.
You know, the woman itself is from the same tribe as you, another Iron Rider.
Who is? Oh, the woman. Got it.
Yeah.
Temperance.
Are you, more importantly, are you willing to follow orders?
I'm ready and willing to go into the pit.
Have you ever fought black spiral dancers before? Or have you just read about them or had your mommies tell you about how horrible they are? Do you see this scar? I open my shirt and I've got a giant multi-fingered claw down my chest. What do you think did this? Not a puppy dog, I'll tell you that.
Temperance seems unimpressed.
Oh, you want to show me yours?
Oh dear.
I swish my skirt and turn. Are we going to go after black spirals or talk about your adventures?
First, I want to know that you're going to follow orders. If you don't listen to orders, you can get us all killed down there.
Barney, how do you pronounce the Black Fury's name again? Ray?
Rhea?
Care for a drink, Rhea, dear?
Please. I need something to take the throbbing in my head away.
All right.
Well, while you're pouring cold ones.
All right. Anyone else while we're listening to our dear leader work out the plan?
Well, we're going in, and we're going in hard, and we're not coming out without that white howler pup.
Barney, can I materialize at will?
Yeah. You're part of the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what auspice is the Iron Rider?
He's an Arun, dude.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and you have to. I'm also an Iron Rider, and I'm a Galliard.
Yeah, we actually have every auspice except the Philodox at present. You don't want a Philodox in some places.
No.
Let's leave reason aside when we stumble into a black spiral hive.
Yeah, I'll bring back drinks.
Funny, I should pipe up at this point and say, all that who will partake in the journey to rescue one of my lost pups should have say into how you approach this.
That's true. Elk is a Philodox totem.
And elk looks, right at RB when he says this.
Rupert.
Yeah.
Rupert. Okay.
All right, then. When we're attacking our enemies, we'll stop and we'll have a vote as to what our tactics are going to be.
Yeah, bad mouthing the totems usually is a good way to start things.
All right. So throughout the so are you guys approaching the hive?
Yes.
You had some scouts. So some of the spirits that are aligned with elk was sent out earlier, and one of them there was a hummingbirds in the daytime. One of them didn't come back, and which puts you at ease, meaning that they're probably going to be expecting somebody to come. And so you see that you're able to tell that the basement. You're okay, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, just don't want to have you choke on camera. We can't really do anything from here.
Sell tickets.
Don't get help.
I'll just be like, apology accepted.
I'll live stream this shit. We are live streaming this shit.
Hey, Barney, I'm assuming that we can just kind of say, hey, do we have this gift?
Yeah.
Since we don't have character sheets.
Yeah.
So there's a rank 1 Ragabash gift, Blur of the Milky Eye.
Yeah.
To go past unnoticed.
Yeah.
So say I could, if I have that gift, I could scout ahead and hopefully not be seen by Black Spiral patrols or whatnot.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Barney, did you see I shared a semi-character sheet with you?
Where was that?
It should have come through your mail, but it. I can say.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't stray too far, Caboose. Spirals are enigmas wrapped within enigmas. We're not merely coming for a fighting force. You might get lost in there.
Gotcha, Captain.
The entrance itself is in the basement of the burned down main part of a warehouse. Inside of there was a collapsed part in the far corner. To any other eye, would look like it's just a bunch of shadows with ashed lumber that are kind of covering it over. But you easily can see that from there. There is a significant hole, large enough for at least somebody in a lupus form or Hamid to get into. Anybody with the sense worm is just going off the charts as you guys kind of slowly pad your way into the closer to the hole.
I am thwarted, for I as an elk am too large to follow.
You can just materialize on the other side. You're fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
So I'll go into lupus form, and as Blur of the Milky Eye, sneak into the hole first.
Okay. Ted, what are you doing?
I'm gonna switch to Krenos and step in.
Goddamn get. Okay. So Elk is materializing. Temperance, what are you doing?
I'm following Ted.
Okay. And Stoyan, what are you doing?
After you, my dear.
You go in first.
Wait. I'm assuming this is after most of our party already went in, so I'm kind of watching the back.
Okay, yep, okay, good.
I'm not doing the cowardly asshole thing this game.
I'll give him a kiss on the cheek as I pass and say, "Always a gentleman."
Okay. All right. Pack leader, are you heading up the rear then?
Oh gosh, no. I push everyone aside and get to the head of the line.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm like, God damn it, you guys are moving too quick.
All right. As you guys immediately get in, you see that it reeks. The place is a lot. As you guys get further in, you see it's almost like a hole made by maybe like a giant worm or an ant or something. It spirals down where you just see that it's unnaturally light. There's oily blackness that seemed to be dripping off of it, and you guys just get this really strong whiff of, of almost getting into a point of frenzy. So you're able to, Rupert, you were able to kind of quell a piece of your rage. It was to a point where you almost started to get a little bit ragey from just the overall sense of the worm. And Caboose, Blur of the Milky Eye, you sneak down further in, and you see, you make out some Fomori type creatures that seem to be chewing on, it looks like just animals, some fish, some seafood, because it's right next to the water. You also see like human bones being scavenged or whatnot. The animals themselves look vaguely humanoid, but act more like dogs. So your closest guess is that you can say that they're Fomori dogs that have taken on with human hands, and they lost their muzzles. Almost, they have like a flat, circular head with no muzzle, and then they have human hands, but the rest of them seem to be made out of like almost dog-like in the rest of their body.
Since there's like galliards in this pack, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody going to set up like mind speak with us?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Reading that, it actually does give us a dice penalty in our normal bodies, so we might want to hold on that.
Well, we can disconnect it when combat starts.
Yeah, good point.
In our normal bodies?
Well, they meant pretty much like, I mean, damn it.
No, I don't. What is a werewolf's normal body?
Pretty much like mind speak, you're all kind of caught in a shared dream. And it looks like doing anything physically, you'll have a 2-die penalty.
Well, we'll just disconnect it when the fun starts.
Good point, yeah.
But first, for sneaking in. So I mind speak back. I let them know there's a couple of Fomori dogs up ahead. Shouldn't be too much to worry about. But just be aware that they're up here and they're in the middle of eating. So if somebody wants to sneak up on them and take them out real quick, I'll go ahead and go in a little bit further.
Yeah, are we trying a stealth run on this one? Or are we going to try to... Are we trying to avoid any conflict until we get further? Or are we going to be knocking out things as we go?
That's the pack leader's decision.
Yeah, just so I know the game plan.
We should knock out things as we go, or they'll be biting us when we're trying to escape.
All right.
Can we do it quietly?
Who's our Shadow Lord?
That would be me. Yeah, I could probably take out at least one quietly if we want to synchronize and take them both out. Couldn't hurt to have a partner.
All right.
All right. I'll do it. I'll do razor claws. Get my claws ready.
Hey Ted, is there a get thing to make sure things don't run away? Do you guys have heads that halt the coward's flight or something?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a. Let me check.
That would be something too, is just in case somebody does see it, they're not going to run away.
Well, Caboose can catch them as they're running further down the spiral.
Yeah, if they're trying to go further in.
Halt the coward's flight is a second level get gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it.
Charisma intimidation against the difficulty of the target's willpower. If successful, the Garo may have the speed of the individual for one scene.
There it is. All right. So who's going to be doing? So what's your thing that you're doing? Stoyan, what are you doing?
Shadow Lord rank 3 gift shadow cutting, where we're actually attacking its shadow to be a little more sneaky and hit it from behind.
And does that hurt? That does the damage to them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Ted, do you want to do Halt the Coward's Flight on the other one?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
mean- Must be one I forgot, but
Well, Ted just didn't want to show off.
no.
As the only as the only third in the group, did you want to step sideways too?
Yeah. Yep. I did.
Okay.
Yep. I sort of thought that we were Umbral side. I guess.
Are you guys Umbral side or are you guys in real world side?
I'm everywhere, Barney.
That's true. You're the elk.
All of a sudden, a giant elk just drops from the heavens on top of both of them.
I'm the motherfucking elk, man.
I would think doing it through the Umbra would be better, but that would be my vote. Because there could be shit lurking that you wouldn't be able to see in the physical world.
And that would be watching you sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good call.
All right.
We'll all do Umbra then.
All right. You still see those two animal things then. All right. And okay. And Caboose is sneaking forward.
Yeah.
And
If one of them gets away, let me know and I'll get them.
okay.
But I want to scout
Temperance
ahead
will
so that nothing's sneaking up in while we deal with the Fomori.
Okay.
Temperance will be playing from behind, taking out the rear, looking to do Mother's Touch if necessary, and also kind of dream speaking where necessary.
Okay. And Rhea, what are you doing? Mark?
I am following
Doyon?
Philion, yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching his back.
Okay.
So if this thing sees him, it gets a drop on him, I am going to assist.
Okay, so as you guys get close, so it all plays out exactly how it goes. Is like Stoyan, you're able to dispatch one of the Fomori. At the same time, the other one turns and starts to run, and Ted is able to slow its speed enough for Rupert to kill the second one. You are unable to see any cause any alarm as of yet. The deeper you guys go into the pit, you kind of the tunnel itself kind of opens up into almost a much larger area where you see some like flying drips of oil. You see looks like some giant maggots that are kind of like crawling around, with almost like centipede looking maggots seem to be crawling around. You see it looks like you can make out some entranced humans that seem to be in some types of flesh made chains almost. And you see a lot of you make out, at least from what you guys can count, at least probably about 20 plus black spiral dancers that you can just physically see right now. And they're all about doing different things. Some seem to be performing some rituals. Others seem to be fighting and having some aggressive combat with each other. Others seem to be torturing some of their own kinfolk. Then you see, it looks like you see some. It looks like some Fomori type Mokale. So like some Fomori looking lizards seem to be walking around. But a lot of it is you see the walls themselves seem to be living with moving snakes and worms and all kinds of disgusting things.
Other things that go bump in the night.
Yeah. And I'm
But
sure
no sign of the white howler or any kind of like cubs or anything.
It's hard to see because you hear a lot of screams happening, but not a lot of them they seem to be echoing through different places. So so what do you guys do?
I could try to use Command Spirit to force something to tell us where it is.
All right.
There's also like 20 black spirals right here. Maybe we don't want to grab a whole bunch of attention.
No, but
wait. So are there multiple like passageways leading off from this main area?
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can get a distraction to get some of these. Black Furies out of the way, because 20 is a lot for 6.
I actually say I think that's a great idea, and I say if somebody can take me in and out of the Umbra, I can go down the end of one of these tunnels and howl out, causing a distraction in that area.
I can create a diversion as well, but I think that's a better idea. Being presented by Temperance.
I could certainly get her in and back in and out.
Okay.
So perhaps we go cause the distraction and let. Sorry, was it Rupert?
Yeah.
Rupert.
Let Rupert lead the charge into the fray.
With pleasure.
Ted,
All right.
I guess Ted and I step side, or I guess go down one of the tunnels and step out.
Okay, and you guys go. So role play it out then.
I mean, I guess we would go and look for an area that looks like it's somewhere that would be easy to get in and out with a little bit of time, maybe like a puddle or something. And yeah, we would just jump out, and then I would do battle cry.
Okay, Elk, what are you doing?
I guess it really depends on if the fight breaks out. I'm kind of letting them go with what they're doing, but I've got some things to do that are mostly reactive, Barney.
Okay.
I'm taking a wild guess and assuming that I probably have a decent amount of gifts possible for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got a lot of good charms too. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at white howler gifts. So 2 different things that I think I can do. I can do a howl of healing, which can heal everybody, and I can use the white howler equivalent of balefire called white fire.
Okay.
So if the shit hits the fan, I will be doing one of those. I'll either heal or I will do some massive damage if necessary with the white fire.
Okay.
And Barney, real quick, since we're all kind of announcing what we're going to do before shit pops off, there's a rank 2 Bonar gift, Find the Prize. The Garian playing this gift closes their eyes and thinks about finding a thing of great value, which just might be a white howler cub
Hey.
What
Isn't the elk like a totem of wisdom? Isn't like one of the boons like dots and investigation or dots and I think.
yeah. Yep.
You can also just use sense wild,
Yeah.
and that should. There's anything that's not us is where that cub is.
Yeah.
So if no one does that, I'll do that too.
Barney, I need to know what my charisma expression is.
Your charisma expression is
8.
Cool.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say 8. I was going to say 7, but we'll just bump it up to an 8.
Yeah, I don't want to outshine our totem, so I'll let the totem do all that.
No, but you're Shadow Lord. Your job is to outshine everyone.
Well, you can't be mean to the spirit.
Well, a good totem would let you do it and just be there to support you if you failed.
I humbly advise that you do it.
All right,
Bob, your mom is a badass. 5 successes.
Who's your mama?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Very charismatic lady.
Exactly.
All right, so go ahead. So what we'll do is we'll since you guys are kind of like splitting up into, Rhea, are you're staying with Stoyan then?
Yes, I'm staying with Storion.
Okay, so what we'll do is everything's going to spark with basically Temperance and Ted doing their thing first, correct?
Wait, no, I want to know which way I smell where the gift, the prize is, so that when things go off, we know which direction to go, because we're probably going to have to kill off our mind speak.
Okay.
For the fight. So once they distract people, I want to say, this is the corridor we need to go down.
It's basically right near the bottom where you sense most of the magic, most of the worm gnosis coming from, kind of like almost towards the beginning of the spiral. Every hive has a spiral in it that just goes straight down into the that goes, and since you're in the Umbra, you said it basically goes right down into like the labyrinthian tempest of the Shadowlands, basically right into the doors of Malpheus.
Yeah. So I say, so you see that corridor over there where it's like the absolute nastiest, worst, worm-ridden, ugliest place that we absolutely don't want to go?
I know where this is going.
Don't worry, you're gonna live, man.
Yeah, I have a strangely good feeling about this.
I'm just gonna take off all my clothes and run out there with just a sock on.
It's like someone took their strings from the Fates. They can't cut them.
I bought this new kind of armor called Plot.
Take an experience for that.
Yeah, good. Give me some experience. Yeah, I almost spit out my tea on that one. New kind of armor called Plot. It's called Flashback Plot. You can't die.
That's a Galliard gift, right?
All right, so you said that part, and go. So Ted and Temperance, you're doing your thing.
Yep.
All right, role play it out. Tell me how you do it.
Boogie down a corridor. Go ahead.
getting in a corridor that makes the most amount of sense, like as far away from heading down the deep tunnel as possible. I step out, go to Krenos and do battle cry, which with 5 successes. So any alloyed werewolf who wears the call or hears the call gains bonus dice to initiative rolls in the same way or in the same scene equal to the Galliard success. So basically, everybody gets 5 dice or 5 additional bonus, whatever bonus Barney wants to put towards it, based on my getting 5 successes.
Jesus. Okay. Wow. And that's
So basically, we get the jump on everybody.
That's a rank 2 gift, huh? Damn.
It's a rank 2 Galliard gift. Yeah.
Jesus.
What is that again?
Battle cry.
Battle cry. Woo might need that before we go down.
Yeah, Woo needs that shit.
No, man, the Galliards are like the bards of that. It's like playing a badass lute, man. Okay. All right, so that happens. Go ahead, Rupert. Rupert and.
Do I have Spirit of the Fray? Because then it won't matter.
Yes, of course. You always go first.
So I would have done Iron Coat before this.
Okay.
And do I know Steadfast? Because I would do that too in the combo per Bowery Bob.
Oh, so the game breaking combo.
It's not game breaking.
Game breaking if you roll like shit.
That's true. When you have 20 dice to roll and you get 3 successes.
Yeah.
Doesn't break the game unless you do Luna's armor also.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll that based off of Bob's dice.
What are
Bob's
dice?
Or you can have Bob roll it. His character sheet.
All right, Bob.
What's happening?
Use your character sheet and roll for Rupert because he basically has the same stats as Bowery Bob.
All right.
Maybe we're going to find out that Rupert's really Bob's father.
What am I rolling?
Everybody's Bob's father. They tag team her at the end of this episode.
What am I rolling?
What's the roll, RB?
Well, the Steadfast, then Iron Coat combo.
Okay.
So
That
Bruce
is-
roll 20 dice.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Just roll 20 dice, man. That's easy.
And don't botch.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a D20. Sorry. Wrong game.
You got 236 successes.
Nice.
Suddenly I feel safe too, like all these other characters.
Yeah.
Just-
7 successes.
I'll take it. Still
All right.
not as good as it should be.
That's fine. All right, good. All right, and so it's Stoyan and Rhea are with you as well. Or are they doing their own?
I mean, yeah, if we're part of that team, then I guess we're with them.
Okay.
Hey, Barney, you said we're like on the waterfront, right?
Well, yeah, but now you're like in a deep pit underground.
But I mean, we were.
Right. Correct.
I'm going to summon some water elementals.
Okay.
Purely because, like, coming from the lake, serving a dual purpose of, although it would make sense to summon earth elementals, but the cleaning of this place,
Yeah.
I'm bringing the waters to kind of take back. So it would be something that would like probably come as reinforcements.
Okay.
And that's, I think, a 4th rank gift.
Mm-hmm.
For White Howler.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as go ahead and role play it out, Rupert and Stoyan and Rhea and Caboose. You guys are you see the people. You see some of the black spiral dancers seem to turn towards the howling and start heading towards that direction. Elk, you start doing your thing, and you see the roof of the undergrounds just start. More moisture seems to be dripping in. Instead of pure water, it seems instead of the oily black substance, you see some pure water starting to drip in from the roof of the caverns. And go ahead, we'll play it out. You guys are going down.
Going
Going
down.
down.
Yeah. I'll with a blurry eye, I'll take point and go further in.
Okay.
We'll be playing follow the leader.
I'll be tanking after him.
I think Ted and I should stay Umbral side to jump out and heal anybody where necessary.
Okay. As you guys are heading down, go ahead and role play out some of the. Go ahead and role play out some of the fighting that you're doing.
Well, Rupert likes to rip heads off, so he goes straight for the head.
Okay.
He attacks both with both his claws, the head, which are both razor, since he pre-razored them up.
Okay.
And he likes to pull them off and then throw them.
All right, Raya, what are you doing?
I'm probably to his left, making sure nothing flanks him. He's our tank, so I am in full Kranos mode. Anything that gets close gets clawed.
Okay. Stoyan?
I'll be mirroring Rhea on the right-hand side.
Okay. All right, and Caboose?
I'll go from Wolf to Hispo, and like anybody that goes down, like I'm a Ragabash, I'm not the big fighter. So anybody that gets knocked aside, I'll tear out their throats.
Okay. And I am going to roll. Well, a D10.
Basically, I'll assist. I'll let the fighters do their thing, and I'll rip at the ankles and knees of the black spirals from below while the air runes go high.
Okay, Stoyan, you get raked to the side on the bottom of your foot, and you get it looks like one of the black spirals on one of the air runes jumps at you and seems to. Did you do something, Rupert, to have people want to attack you instead? Did you do that gift?
Pack shield.
Oh yeah. What's that diff called?
Pack shield.
Pack shield.
Totally.
All right, you want to roll that for him, Sag?
Oh, it's not a roll. It's I think you just spend. Actually, it is a roll because you have to see how pissed off they are at you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they hit the bottom of my foot and caused 5 points of aggravated damage.
It just starts at the bottom of your foot and actually goes all the way up into your small intestine for your leg.
That's not in the book, that gift, I don't think.
I'm going to take a real quick break while you're looking at
intimidation. What's the lowest willpower among the enemies, Barney?
Probably 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 3. That's not that high. They're meat shields more than anything else.
They've all been beaten into submission.
Yeah.
They've got low willpower.
God damn these sheets.
Language.
Yeah, Aaron, did you see they changed the sheets?
Yeah, that's probably why my sheet doesn't pull up anymore. Yeah, I can't get mine to do anything, so.
Yeah, we had to redo their sheets. A lot of them did.
All right. So 5 successes.
Yeah, I'm still finding stuff missing.
Oh, yeah.
Now let me go back to the gift to see what 5 successes does.
You know what
Yeah.
also they took off here, Barney?
What's that?
On the knowledges, they took off linguistics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
And politics.
Okay, Barney, Here's the thing: if you attack anybody but the pack shield, you're -5 dice for everything that you do. Opponents who have lower willpower than the activation roll, they're unable to attack anything but the errant.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fair and balanced.
No, Aaron, it's still there. You got your stuff there. You just hit the all button.
Just hit the any key.
The any key, the all key. Yeah.
So in order to like really utilize this, if you have a couple of like really shitty low willpower people around, just like hanging out, you got to hope that there's low will, and then you can really game this.
Wow. Okay.
You could carry around an enemy that has really low will and just throw it.
All right. So, Rupert, you're getting, you're taking a lot of damage as basically a wave of worms, Banes and Fomori and Black Spiral Dancers seem to be heading in your general direction.
15
And
soak.
what's your soak? What's your soak addition you have?
+7, so it should be 8 + 7. I'm presuming.
Okay.
15.
Okay, 15. Bowery Bob. What's your Bowery Bob? What's your stamina at in Krenos?
It's gonna be 8, I think.
Fuck this sheet. It's 5 plus whatever Krenos is. I can't find the
3.
4.
So it's 8.
3?
It's 8.
That's 8?
Yes,
Okay.
stamina,
So 8 plus
stamina is
15.
+3 in Krenos.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, not basic. God damn it. There we go. I was clicking basic and thinking that was everything.
Oh.
Right.
No, man, that's just
No,
basic.
all is everything.
Yeah, no, that's what I just said.
Yeah. All right, so you guys, it's a bloodbath. As you guys are heading in, you guys are getting hit pretty bad. Rupert, you're getting the lion's share of the damage that's happening. You see that as you guys are getting further down into the pit itself, Ted and Constance, Temperance, what are you doing? You guys are still up?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ted.
Yeah, I would think that we would clean up anything that came after us and then fall down in behind and see if we can catch up and clean out anything that's coming up behind them.
Okay.
I would think
just
that
healing anything necessary, and then fighting if have to.
Okay.
I would think that between I would think the two of us having been together for a while too, probably her being a Galar, me being a Gat, probably bloodlust be up.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm purifying things in white fire.
Okay. You guys are clearing things out. Caboose, on your way down in, you sense the spirit of that sense wild. You feel it just quickly vanish as you head around into looks like some sort of ceremonial pit, and you see it looks like a small boy, maybe 13 years old. That looks like he's got an oily dagger shoved into his heart, and you see that he seems to be there's really carved sigils all over his chest, and it looks like he was tortured significantly. Standing over the body, you see it looks like probably the master of the rite that's here, this guy.
Sorry, I gotta move the screen. Which guy?
Oh, yeah.
Middle left.
Ugly.
He looks towards, and even though you seem to be kind of hiding, he looks straight at you, Caboose, and hisses in a way where almost it looks like it's the head of a wolf, but it's almost serpentine as he talks, and he says, "Too late, Gaian."
So what does this ceremonial room look like? Is there like any kind of is there an actual pit like in here or anything like that?
You see off in the day, it looks you see that there is not in the middle of this. It seems to be ceremonial in the sense that there's different parts of this giant room that has different things that do different rites. This seems to be just a part where there seems to be some sort of blood sacrifice part where you kind of like step down in a couple steps, and it's almost like this shallow kind of giant bowl. There's other parts where you see, there's a doorway almost like where the moon bridge is that's not lit up. It's not being used at the moment. There's another part where you can see where there's the black spiral. The spiral itself seems to be going down. There's different things around in this large room, different parts for different rituals. And this just seems to be a nondescript sacrifice part where he kind of like some sort of inornate altar of torture that you see the 13-year-old boy dead at.
Okay, so in Hispo, I gallop at the right master and just leap for his throat.
Okay.
Using all the rage that I have, which
Ryan should do
probably is not much, but
Ryan should do a rage check.
He's not there yet. He's a little bit ahead of him. Yeah.
And as I do it, I'll be howling so that my pack hears.
Okay.
So I'm just like, ah, and just like Hispo charging this guy.
Okay. You charge at him, and he takes his black dagger, and as you jump into his chest, he comes down and he stabs you right in the back, puncturing one of your lungs, and it does burning, aggravated damage.
I use that pain to fuel my rage and sink my teeth into his throat. Okay.
You guys, as you're fighting your way through, Rupert, you are really not doing well right now.
15 soak, man.
Yeah, no, but you're in the bottom of a black spiral hive. And everything is attacking you.
Since I'm pulling support mage duty here, my healing will go into effect.
Okay. Yeah, there's rain coming down a bit, and it's burning some of the bane spirits as it's falling down. You all get to roll your. You notice as you guys come into the room, and you see looks like you see the Ragabash losing his shit and attacking. It seems to be a black spiral of higher rank, about equal rank as you, Rupert.
I'll challenge him.
Okay. He's in the midst of getting beaten, and they're not really paying attention as you walk in. You notice Stoyan and Rhea. You see that the moon bridge sparks open, and you see You see making a beeline for it. You see some black spirals seem to be racing through the moon bridge.
Are they carrying anything?
Maybe some relics, some worm relics. Nothing that sticks out. Nothing that you sense. You don't sense any. If you mean, you don't sense any wild or anything that they're carrying or anything like that.
Cut them off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them retreat.
Okay. You cut them off. Stoyan, what are you doing?
I'll be backing her up.
Okay. You guys jump in like a stick going into a river. You kind of get trampled over. Both of you do. As you see a lot of Bane spirits and Fomori kingdom going through there. You notice the one thing that sticks out to you is that you see inside the moon bridge itself, almost kind of like guiding them through in a mocking tone as she's watching you, is I'm uploading the picture now. You see this Garu looking thing.
Sexy.
Yeah, I'd hit it.
Show us the bottom half out.
It's basically a Garu with a what would you call it? Skull damage. Basically, the whole face has been chewed off.
It looks like Bob.
So I need like one more head wound to be that way.
Yeah. With all your battle scars, you're not that far.
I've got 3 bared skulled battle scars.
People are just going to automatically assume you're a black spiral.
You see, so the two of you kind of try to fight it off, but you see a lot of them seem to be running out through the Umbra, and you see as the rain's falling in there, you see it's burning some Bane spirits, and do you got anybody help? Anybody's helping Caboose with the Right Master?
Oh yeah, I'm going right for him.
Okay.
Right for his ugly
I'm
face.
looking for the howler.
You sense there's a body of a dead boy that reeks of white howler.
Is in a what form?
Hamid. It's a boy.
Hamid form.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Okay.
I request that Ted let me out here to see if I can help the boy.
I do.
Okay.
The Howl of Healing, Barney. I was just reading. It does affect white
Somebody's
howlers.
breathing really hard into their microphone right now.
It looks like it's Mike. I'm watching Mike's little green light go up every time he breathes. It's like Darth Vader's lights go up as
I know, right?
Because it howls, or it heals 1 point. I mean, if the kid's already gone, we'll try it anyway.
Yeah. You see that you see like spider-like tentacles of corruption is already spread out onto his chest.
Is the dagger still in him?
No, the dagger is in. Well, now it's in the back of Caboose's lungs. But this is fun because now I have to play Caboose with a battle scar. So he must have. He's rank 6. Of course, he's gonna have freaking battle scars.
Yeah, of course, he's got battle scars.
Yeah. Ultimately, everything seems to fade out. The Right Master gets ripped apart. and then eventually what happens is that you see that some more wild spirits seem to be invading the hive, and taking out a lot of the rest of the rest of any of the spirits themselves. You see. You see, there's a lull in the battle as the other worm creatures seem to be retreating, and so Elk, you go up to the boys. So everybody is kind of there's a quiet in the part for conversations. What do you guys do?
I'm probably close to weeping over the body.
Okay.
I'll watch the moon bridge, make sure nothing comes back over.
Okay. The moon bridge, there's like a sheen of black oil kind of sparks and dissipates, and the moon bridge is closed. Elk?
I touch my nose to the kid.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be something else. You're touching.
You didn't say what part of the kid.
Oh.
All right.
And where the
Here's what
black,
elves do.
I guess you said there's like black stuff spreading out on him.
Yeah.
I do what an animal would do. I lick the wound.
Okay.
Because if the healing thing didn't work.
Yeah. Rupert, you're the pack leader. We also have a Thurge here. Thurge.
Did we put down that fourth rank?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll turn to the Thurge and ask if there's anything he can do.
I can. I'll step sideways and see what I can see. Is there they got something coming out of him? Is it spirit based? I've got at 2. I've got command spirit.
No, you see, it's the boy's pretty much dead. I meant like you as a Thurge, meaning you could probably do the Rite of the Gathering Departed.
Oh yeah. Yep. I have a 5 in right, so.
You know all that shit.
Yeah.
You hear Temperance. You hear somebody coughing in the corner of the ritual room.
I turn almost kind of emotionally in shock.
You see off in the corner. You see it looks like it's a black spiral in Hamid form. Looks like he's near death, and he's shaking a dagger towards all of you, and it looks like he's in the shadows, like he's taking his last breath, and he's kind of like shaking a dagger towards all of you. It looks like he's probably. It looks like he is. Yeah, black spiral.
Any objection if I rip this guy's head off?
I step forward in front of Rupert and approach the child.
I go over with Temperance.
Well, it's not. It's yeah. It's okay. You see that the it looks like the man is holding. It looks like a bag of some sorts. I
I give Ted that knowing look of you go after him and I'll go after the bag.
Well, he's holding the bag in the corner, like protecting the bag.
I still go after him. No.
Yeah. No, that's I got that. Yeah, he's gonna hold the knife off while I go and pull the bag free.
Okay. All right, he's basically almost dead, and you see the bag itself. It looks like it's inside the bag. You see, it looks like it's a sleeping metis black spiral.
I sniff it, like trying to understand it.
As a metis, it hasn't gone through the black spiral, but so it's basically a metis.
So it's not really a black spiral so much as it's just a metis.
Yeah. Yeah, in order to be a metis, in order to be a black spiral, you have to actually go down the spiral.
I relate to the group that it's not a black spiral. It's only a metis cub.
That's fortuitous.
Is Ryan actually just staring at the screen, or did he lock up?
I don't like metises. And I especially don't like black spiral metises. I think
you got your glory for this dance.
It's not about glory. It's about depriving the world of terrible bit of worm taint.
Chase Miss Baseless down further down the pit. You've got her.
But what are we doing with this thing?
He's not of your concern.
Well, it seems like he's of my concern. My pack.
Not with a greater danger within your reach. Go after that. Go down that pit. Go after that thing.
All right, who's with me?
I stand beside Temperance.
I'll look over at my husband.
Oh, what's the guidance from Elk here? It seems like we kind of did what we were aiming for, doesn't it?
We failed in bringing that child, but maybe we were fated to bring this one. That one has not yet danced the spiral.
Well, can't we kill that nasty thing then before we leave?
I grab it, look it over, and say, many menaces don't even make it far in life anyways. Are there any really bad, gross deformities over it or anything?
It's albino more than anything else.
And Rupert's referring to the skull bared one.
I was referring to the skull thing, but I'm pretty grossed out by this little medicine.
Yeah.
The skull bared thing was out the moon bridge, or where?
Yeah.
That the moon bridge is already closed.
It seems the real target's already left here.
I can collapse the barrow. Let's leave.
Does seem to be the best option.
Yeah.
I'll follow the elk.
All right, we'll leave. Let me carry the metis.
I trail out, Barney, in at the end, and there's a 4th rank white howler gift that's called Collapse the Barrow.
Okay.
I just slowly make this no longer a pit as we go out.
All right. And Rupert, you said you wanted to carry the menace?
Yes, let me carry the menace.
I snarl at him.
Stand down.
I'm very quickly becoming a very guarding mother. So I look to Ted and I say, we can leave here at any time.
Said and they said, yeah.
You can leave here at any time.
Yes.
You are free to leave here, but you can't take the spoils of my pack.
It's a child. It's not spoils.
Yeah.
It's a menace.
And
You're probably wanting to end this one while you're kind of ahead right now.
All right. Caboose?
Yeah, I look to Colkin,
Mm-hmm.
and I just shake my head like, not today, old friend, not today. We've had our fight. Let's go have a drink. I put my arm around his shoulder, and did I tell you I got a hole in my lung? Now's not the time. Now's not the time for fighting. Now's the time for copious amounts of cheap whiskey.
I was just sticking my finger through my back and I felt a hole in the lung, so maybe we should stop fighting.
All right.
Listen to the wisdom of the elk.
I gave it.
Okay.
We're leaving. I'm collapsing this place.
Did the elk say what we were going to do with the menace kit?
I imagine it's Temperance's responsibility now.
We'll name it Bob.
After you, Rupert.
I will tell Temperance there will be much stigma towards you for this, but it's worth it.
I'm willing to mother this child as necessary.
I'm glad to hear that. I'll look at Stolion. Shall we, dear?
I think we did a decent job here. Everyone, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure.
But unfortunately, I can't.
Caboose, stay in touch.
You know where to find me.
So
where are we going, Temperance? We're just going to keep wandering around the Ember for a little bit.
For another 9 months, just to,
Wander the earth, help people having problems, move on to the next one 30 minutes later.
So Caboose finishes his story, and he looks.
And that, kids.
He looks at Rhea and Stoion, and he says, "This was a secret that we took with us, but with both Temperance and now Ted both dead, it's over the years I did some digging on this, and that woman we saw in that moon bridge with the skull for a face is still alive, and she's your actual mother, Bob.
Damn.
Probably there would be silence for a bit as I'm soaking it in.
He says, "Don't get me wrong. You're an Iron Rider. That's your tribe." What your parents were, who your actual parents were, doesn't stop the fact of what your tribe is.
This does explain a bit, I guess.
Yeah, and I looked at your flaws, man. It fits perfectly.
Yeah. So I guess we're going after my biological mother.
Well, this is gonna be a fucked up family reunion.
He said, "I wouldn't so much as say that as to say that would be bait."
Okay.
And if your mother's still alive, she's got to be knocking on legend status, if not anything else. So that's my story, and that's the closest thing I can think of on how we can find a Black Spiral dancer that might even just talk to us.
Huh.
Is everyone here for this, Barney?
Yeah. You're all your own characters now.
Well, at least that just narrowed down the Black Spirals we're looking for.
Yeah, but if she hasn't come looking for him by this time, what makes you think she's going to now?
I think she knows where he is. A mother's know where their kid. It doesn't mean that she hasn't been actually keeping an eye on him. And as I say, the ones who raised you did a really good job. Well, your mom did. And Ted took the credit for it. Ted took the credit. And he got his own renown loss from it.
So I guess if we see anyone with a skull for a face, we should probably not kill them outright.
To see the family resemblance.
Yeah.
Or did you just, I look at Caboose, or did you just throw that one in to make to tie us together?
Now that Bob mentions it, Caboose, that does seem like a throw-in.
So I'm okay with being bait, but what then?
What do we have to bargain to see if she wants to kill herself for us?
Huh.
I'm not sure. I mean, we don't know anything about her yet. Maybe the chance to spend time with Bob would be worth be worth it all.
I've got a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
And see. I got a crazy idea.
She'll probably want to trade, right?
You gonna give her RB?
I assume she wants something.
No. If she goes with you, I'll have to beat the spiral. I'll dance it.
Well, that sounds like a really bad idea.
And
I second that.
Let's keep it there. You guys can talk about it. That's good. We'll leave it there. I like it.
Don't worry, he's not tough enough. He'll never make it.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
Ouch.
says Dad.
All right. Everybody give yourself 3 experience.
Yeah, I wanna-
Ted, give yourself 10, man. That was
Nice. I want to visit Bob tonight in his sleep, Obi-Wan style.
good.
Like, now that you know the truth, you know the seriousness of the situation. Now's the time to step up as a man.
You were never there, old man.
What I told you was true from a certain point of view.
You know what's funny? If you watch that, this has been in the making for a while now. If you watch the videos of when I said that Ted was your father, Ted never said yes. He goes, well, there's a story or something like he was like something like
I figured he was just ashamed. He's waiting for Bob to prove himself.
Because you guys didn't play your actual characters,
We each got 5 renown and everything.
No, I was gonna say give yourself 3 renown in whatever you pick.
Yeah, because you know how much renown it actually is if you clean out a whole black spiral hive.
Yeah.
That's why those guys came out rank 6. They showed up.
They didn't work again for the next 30 years.
They're like, we're just gonna watch Bob grow up. Did anybody rank up? What do you need, Brian? Did you need something?
I need glory and wisdom. So I'm gonna give of those 3, I'm gonna put 2 into temporary glory and 1 into temporary wisdom.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm 4 glory and 3 wisdom away from ranking up.
Okay.
I'm going to honor Barney so I can rank up, and 2 to wisdom because that's, I don't know.
All right. It's hard for you to get wisdom.
I'm becoming more wise.
Yeah. Good, Aaron. It's cool to have you back, man.
Yeah.
You said 3. You said 3 temporary and anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ryan, you still there?
Yeah, I lost my camera,
Oh.
but I'm
I
here.
was gonna say,
That's all right.
you look
We don't
exactly
see
like
the
Aaron.
mug anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the
Yeah,
same number.
I wanted to make the rest of the party kill me. But
I know. I sent Ryan a message saying you need to die in this episode, but don't tell
I
anybody.
thought I'd have another chance. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
I
also
did
told
too.
me I had to obey the totem.
Right.
The totem seemed cool with it, so
Yeah.
Well, your problem is you use Sag's character sheet. And as proven before, it's rather difficult to kill.
yeah, good point.
That was a mistake.
All right.
Well, hi, Aaron. Long time to see.
Oh, that's right, because Ryan played the second episode 2, and Aaron finished playing episode 1 of this season.
7, 9.
Yeah, Aaron got unceremoniously killed, and then it was like any other show. All right, we just killed off a main character. Now we're just gonna start a new character. A new character shows up at a bar. Hey guys, can I join?
Hey, Barney, looks like I get a rank up too.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wait, are you
Regovich have it easy, man.
We're both going to 5.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Wow. Yeah. Wow. Have you guys ever played a rank 5 before?
I've never played a rank 4 before.
Yeah.
Jinx. Yeah.
Oh, I should stop the broadcast.